So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. I'm back down in West Virginia this morning, and we're going to do some work on the driveway into the new property here. Now it appears they got a lot of rain here yesterday, so I think we're going to start off kind of slow and sloppy, but by the end of the day, hopefully we'll get a few things done. All right, I got one red pine down so far. I saved 2 small saw logs out of it. They're laying up there. Brought the top down here. I think it's time, though, we get a fire going. It's going to take some time. Everything's real wet, real green, but I think we can get a fire going and start burning some of this brush up and the tops of these red pines as I bring them back. What I'm doing here, we're making a circle drive right here. You know, you come up from the road, you can see my truck down there. You'll come up here, up through there, you'll turn to the right, loop around quite a bit, and come back to this road right here. That's what we're, that's the plan. All right, you can start to see you know what I have going on here. Driveway will come up over that way. I'm making my turn right here. I know it doesn't appear like it, but I'm trying to save as many trees as I can. But I need to make this wide enough so I can bring like a trailer up here, loop right around, and go back out the driveway. I'm gonna go down and tend to the fire here for a second. Now when I come back up, I may go through this way here. There's just a few small ones here, real close together. I'd like to save these bigger ones right here. I don't know, we'll just have to see. I've got a really nice fire going here. It took a while for me to get it going, but it was worth the time. I'm already through probably about a third of that big pile over there. What I'll do, I'll just keep working up that way, bring some stuff down, occasionally reach over that pile, put some more on it. Probably about 2 hours before I leave today, I'll tuck this all into the middle because the center kind of burns out of it. Get that burn up and make sure it's out before I leave. And one thing I always do when I start a fire, people can do whatever they want. I don't care, I really don't. And I try not to tell people what to do, but I will say this, don't ever, I mean never, use gasoline on a brush fire. I can't believe people still do that sometimes. Years ago, I worked with a guy, I worked for a big heavy highway contractor, and this guy was older than me, but he was a Vietnam vet, and when he got back from over there, he worked construction his whole life. And you would think somebody like that would know enough not to use gasoline on a fire, but apparently he didn't, because one weekend he was at home and he was had a brush pile going just like this, or trying to get it going, poured a bunch of gas on it. I don't know the whole story, but he got burnt bad. I mean really bad. Ended up in the burn unit. So like I said, I don't care what anybody does. I don't like telling people what to do, but don't ever use gas on a brush fire. All right, the fire is cooking along nicely. When I was down here, I just discovered something. I have a nice opening right in here. You know, I got a couple little dead ones. Trim the limbs off of this little white pine. Actually, the top of that white pine's gone. Probably take this one down, this little dead one here, and a couple limbs. And if I come back this way, I just need to connect where I'm at over there. I think I got a spot here. This is gonna work right here. Yeah, it's a nice opening right here. Come right through here. Then make my turn. Go over through here. I do have a cluster of trees to come out right here. Yeah, that's gonna work. I'm gonna come up here right now and go to work on that big red pine right there. I've got 5 or 6 right there, but then that's gonna be about it. Come down in here, loop around. Perfect. So it's turning out to be a pretty nice day today, but I just took about an hour break. I had a visitor stop by. It was all lined up, but I had a forester that I met with from the West Virginia Division of Forestry. I think that's what it's called. And he came out and he was very, very helpful, very knowledgeable. We talked a lot about these red pines and the white pines and a little bit about the hardwoods up there. The goal here is to keep these red pines as long as we can. You know, there is a life expectancy to them, but he gave me some good ideas and some tips, told me what to look for. Basically, though, he said this probably should have been thinned about 20 years ago, and it wasn't. They planted all these trees, never did anything with them, but there's a lot of wood here. There really is. He said you could even come in and take out every other row if you wanted to. If I were to do something like that, I would probably get someone with like a feller buncher so they could just lay them all down. I'm not sure, but for now, we're not going to do anything with them because I just like looking at them the way they are. But anyway, right now, better hop back on the machine and get back to work. Tell you what, this is a great fire right here. Nice and controlled. And I'm making this whole big pile over here go away. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up because it's gonna run kind of long, and we'll break this up into 2 parts. The next one will be knocking down about 8 or 10 more trees, getting this pit all burned up, and kind of getting the driveway just roughed in a little bit. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I really appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.